I think Mark will be cha-cha through the rest of the week now. Well, last Sunday, 3 very loud bangs blasted out across the countryside near the small village of Little Barford in Cambridgeshire. They shattered a peaceful day and changed the landscape forever. What's more, I lent a hand in doing it. I'm standing at the foot of one of the most famous landmarks in this part of the country. It's called the Little Barford Power Station, and it's a huge complex. It's got 2 cooling towers, 3 chimneys, and it can be seen for miles around. The cooling towers stand at 55 metres, the brick chimneys stand at 60 metres, and the concrete chimney stands at 75 metres. That's twice the height of Nelson's Column in Trafalgar Square in London. Now, I'm here because I'm going to help blow it all up, and it's going to be one of the biggest demolition explosions in 20 years. Little Barford Power Station was built in 1939 for about £2 million. Now, 50 years on, it's costing that much to blow it up. During the Second World War, the power station was a military target for the Germans who wanted to put it out of use. But if you look very carefully at the chimneys or the walls, you can see remains of some camouflage paint. Now, they painted it green and brown because they wanted to blend it in with the countryside so the Germans wouldn't see it. But attempts to hide the power station weren't very successful, and eventually an enemy plane did find and attack the station. And if you look at the brickwork, you can see it's absolutely riddled with holes caused by the bullets from the enemy aircraft machine guns. Now, fortunately, the transformer wasn't destroyed, and the power station went on pumping electricity throughout the rest of the war. But although it survived the bombs and bullets of the last war, it is now finally going to be destroyed by explosives. It was closed by the Central Electricity Generating Board, the CEGB, because it was old-fashioned and inefficient. A brand new gas turbine station is planned to replace it. This was the heart of the power station. It used to have 2 giant turbines that turned steam into electricity. They're now gone. They were sold to Malta, where they're fully working. Without them, this huge hall looks spookily bare, a faint echo of a once glorious past. Soon this massive building will be crumbling to the ground, but for the moment, this ghostly place survives. First to go are the chimneys and cooling towers, as Brian Pattle from the Henry Group, the demolition contractors, explained. Well, it looks as if you've already started, Brian.
No, all we've done here, basically, is just cleared the way so we can start preparing the chimneys for the explosives work.
Now, I've never actually seen explosives. What do they look like?
Well, this is the type of explosives we're using. It's called Gelomix.
Right.
And this is a 2-ounce cartridge.
How much are you going to use?
Well, about 60 pounds in all of this, right, which would do a lot of damage on the Houses of Parliament. Guy Fawkes could have done a lot of damage.
Oh dear. Wouldn't it have been safer just to knock the chimneys down rather than to blow them up?
If we were to try and take them down by a more mechanical method, A, it would be very difficult to do it, and B, it's safer to do it by explosive.
What preparation do you need to do before you blow them up?
Well, if I get you a pair of ovals and you put them on, Yvette, let's go up and have a look.
OK, all right, off we go.
OK, Yvette.
Right.
Here we go. We'll go inside the cooling tower. They're actually doing some drilling and laying some charges so we can see what's happening, and you can have a go.
Oh, great. Right, come on then. Wow. Oh, wow, look at that hole. Amazing. So big. It's brilliant. How many tons of concrete are there in here?
1,700 tonnes, to be precise.
That's an awful lot, isn't it?
It certainly is. These are the holes that we've drilled and that actually contain explosives now.
And those white bits
the white wires
are
are the detonation cord.
Detonation.
Philip Lowe is the explosives engineer on the job. In this one cooling tower, he'd already laid charges in 1,999 holes. There was just one to fill, and I was going to help.
Okay, and then you put it down like that. Oh, right, and then push that in. Well, I've laid a charge now. I can't wait till it all blows up. Listen, lads, good luck on Sunday. I shall be there watching. Well, hopefully, you know. Anyway, we'll see. It's the D-Day for demolition. Well,
during the blasting, which lasts for about an hour, there's a special zone which is set up where nobody else is allowed to go, apart from the demolition engineer, Philip Lowe. Everybody else has to stand 270 metres away from the chimneys and from the cooling towers, which is a distance equivalent to 3 times the height of the tallest structure. Now, this local water sports centre is in the middle of that zone, and so is the local golf club, so they're all having to be closed down for that hour.
All the roads in the area also had to close, including the busy A1 road between London and the north. People who'd come to see the big blast were kept well back, and so were the other reporters and photographers. Up above, a helicopter kept a watchful eye to make sure no one was left in the blast zone.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Viv, how are you?
Doesn't look very busy, everybody.
Yeah, well, we're just doing our final checks, all the sensors are in position.
So everything's ready. You've done everything that
Everything is
done?
ready, yeah.
We don't seem to have any problems, so keeping the fingers crossed.
Are you excited?
Very exciting, very exciting.
I'm excited.
One last check from the explosives engineer on the ground, and all looked good for blast off. As the countdown began, I got a lesson from the expert.
What do I have to do?
There's the plunger, okay.
Okay.
This you'll be pressing in about 15 minutes time.
The warnings will be on a siren at 5 and 10, and then there'll be a maroon rocket go up. From the maroon rocket, after that's bursted, I'll count you down on this loud ailer. And then
Count to 10.
blow down and push.
With the A1 shut, 25,000 cars with drivers and passengers found themselves with an excellent view of one of the biggest bangs for 20 years. Just seconds to go.
Okay. 12, 14, 35 seconds. Maroon rocket will go at 12, 14 and 50 seconds. Very nervous.
It is. I'm quite nervous. I'm very nervous about
Burst the maroon rocket.
It'll explode at 500 feet.
And if you thought that was a big bang, just you wait.
And now 12, 15.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Push! Under that
Yeah, we're going round all day going. Jump with that.
Here she goes!
Isn't that great? Oh, look at the dust coming in there.
Hold your positions, hold your positions.
It went down really, really quickly. I thought it was going to go down really slow, but it didn't. I can't get over that. I can't. Something so big like that.
Dust is
it's
clearing.
completely
We've just got the
gone.
bits of the middle standing up where the steam needs to come in.
That's great.
Absolutely
Dead chuffed with
perfect.
that.
Yep. Let's hope the other 3 go just as well.
Push! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Down! You look after everything on this end.
Your face. You did the same.
Once again, this time in slow motion. towers and chimneys that had stood in Little Barford for 50 years have been blasted to the ground in less than 50 seconds.
Incredible,
Dramatic
isn't it?
stuff.
It was a great feeling to go, wow, and it just went, just like a crushed paper cup. It was
And do you know
brilliant.
where it will fall?
Yeah, because what they do is they put 75% of the charges round at the bottom, and then where it's not charged, where it is charged, it falls.
So get rid of all those ugly eyesores.
Well, now for that important blue piece.
Michelle Cooper from Norwood Green in London. Kevin Kane from Fallowfield in Manchester. Alan